Okay, hi, hello, hi guys. Happy Wednesday, Thursday, whatever day it is for you. Welcome. My name is Shiran, and today we're going to be going over Naraka Bladepoint's August 10th, 2023 patch notes. I'm not going to read everything. I'm only going to cover things that stand out to me. That being said, the entirety of the patch notes will be on the screen for you, so you're welcome to pause whenever you like and actually read. If you have questions, comments, feel free to leave them down below. Anyway, let's get started. Yeah. So first off, Tessa is going to finally be available to play as of this patch. After a year of waiting, she's, finally here. I know a lot of people, myself included, have been waiting for her, and let me tell you, she is awesome. If you haven't seen her on a test server yet or tried her out, or maybe you've just watched a couple of people streaming, playing her, this character has a lot of combo potential. I'm not a combo player, but I can see it. She's a crowd control heavy character with a hefty heal, and I can see her being a menace on the battlefield. Frankly, I hope that she gets a nerf before this patch goes live, but we'll have to see later tonight. Like other heroes, only the first and second variants of her skills are available on release. The third will come at a later patch. Because the test server didn't have the translated story for Tessa, I hope to get all her cultivation and voiceovers done in the next week or so for you guys if things go well. Moving on, we've got Congeneric skill. I thought this was originally going to be like a Soul J similar to Switch Dazzle, but it turns out that it's just going to be a completely new mechanic that will be available to Congeneric weapons. To use it, you need to hook up both weapons in your hands, then swap between them as you swing. As it is right now, this only works with Polesword and Greatsword, but in the future, I'm sure it's going to work with all Congenerics like Staff and Spear, Dual Blades, and Halberds, etc. It turns the Greatsword and Polesword 1-2 into a parryable 1-2-3 that, if the third hit lands, you'll get a very long blue focus attack that will continue unless you interrupt it with a dodge or a jump. Crouch doesn't work. This mechanic makes you deal significantly more damage, and I'm sure it will catch a bunch of people off guard. Okay, so now we're going to also be getting newbie protection, a much needed feature, I suppose. Players at level 20 or below are going to get an extra rebirth prior to Shadow 1 and 25% damage reduction. I'm a little bit nervous that, Smurfs may take advantage of this, but it's only for quick matches, so I guess it shouldn't really matter. The 25% damage reduction is a bit overkill, because if it's just newbies in quick match, and they're all facing each other, then does that really make a difference? Afterwards, we've got the NieR Crossover. As somebody who doesn't, play Viper, I'm utterly heartbroken that 2B didn't come as a playable character. But here are the deets on the crossover. Our new 3D lobby is getting a small revamp, temporary one, I guess, with some lovely background music, chairs that we can now interact with, and benches. And the Naraka balls may now trigger some painful memories. Also, they casually removed the Jiggle physics from the Naraka balls that I complimented last time. They also changed the sound. It's no longer like a jiggly noise. It's just boing, and just like a really sad one, to be honest. The giant Kitebird now looks like it got pulled straight out of NieR Automata, and there's new tours for us to observe. Holoroth now has a beautiful field of lunar tears. Apparently something will happen if you harvest them and offer them to a quote-unquote strange skull that sits there. Morus Isle now has a portal located at the Cosmic Pillars, which apparently can't be closed. I didn't see it on the test server. I tried it during the night, during the day, dusk, dawn, stuff like that. But this is where it should be. This is where you can find it. You can find pods all around the map now. Once you interact with them, they will follow you around and replenish your armor over time until they run out. It's similar to Tuna, but they last for a lot longer and they are loud. If you're the type of player that likes to sneak up on enemies, think twice before grabbing this. So with the NieR Crossover, we have a NieR themed event. during which you can select any chapter each day to complete its quests. The quests of each chapter will be unlocked in a timely order. Once you begin exploring a selected chapter, you cannot switch to other chapters on the same day nor complete quests in other chapters. However, you can still claim rewards for completed quests from other chapters. Changing chapters does not change your current quest progress. If you complete all of the chapter quests, you'll be able to claim the longsword legendary skin called Replicant Moonrise. That's this one right here. Complete event quests and pick up lunar tears during the matches to give them to Emil, which, by the way, I think is a strange skull mentioned back here. So that's pretty neat. Participate in Sky High Racing to obtain Bolt, which can be used to redeem rewards that Pod 24 secretly acquired from the game's OS. Pod 24 has hacked into your friends list as well. You may sometimes receive messages or rewards from it. Cool. Anyway, this event will last until September 6th, 2023. Honestly, I wish it would last forever, but whatever. With the Tessa update, we have a Tessa-themed event. You gotta obtain Fox Spirit Beads by completing daily and event quests, which can then be exchanged for rare rewards. You must complete an event quest to unlock the next one. Completing each event quest unlocks a question. Then you gotta tap on a Fox Spirit to answer the question, which will then give you generous rewards, if you answer correctly. If you watch my previous patch notes video, I briefly covered and guessed at what the star collections may be. Needless to say, I was right in that they would be a die system of sorts. The star collections will make their first appearance in the Mythic Treasures, which are coming out tonight and tomorrow, on the Extreme Nine-Tailed Destiny Tessa outfit and the 2P Legendary outfit for Viper. There is some text here, though, that definitely caught my attention. It says, your chances increase as you obtain more extremes, and then below it says, obtain more legendaries, up to a maximum of 100%. So basically, this is for the whales, people who get tons and tons of extremes. After you have obtained star collection listed above, your increased chances will reset to their original level. On top of that, the number of star collections you can obtain is limited, and this is across all servers. Given the number of players in China versus like the rest of the servers, this is kind of unfair. So if you really, really want something, you're gonna have to whale your butt off for it, you know? I'm not a fan of RNG stuff at all. Honestly, I would much rather that they make the outfits and for gold, like to make them more expensive, and I would buy that. But RNG, nah. While 2P cannot be altered, the Nine-Tailed Destiny can have its color, foxtail, dress pattern, and divine fox changed. Moving away from cosmetics, we've got some hero adjustments, starting up with Kurumi. Her F skill now works a little bit differently. If there is a marked ally in the direction that you're aiming at, it links to them. Else, it links to the nearest ally within 30 meters. And then it prioritizes heroes and remains, and then light pedestals. If there are no marked allies and no others to link within 30 meters, a light pedestal is summoned in the direction aimed instead. Healing Ray was optimized, slightly increased attack range of Horizontal Strike after connecting to the target. Horizontal Strike after connecting to the target now provides 100% damage reduction instead of 70. The Healing Circle of Ultimate's Purified Circle and Purified Circle armor is active, can now be recast by unleashing the ultimate again. New Circle inherits the old one's remaining time and elemental effects. I realize that it's a little tiny bit shorter. The Ultimate Purified Circle Rapid launches a knock airborne attack on nearby enemies. Temulch got a little buff on his jumping height when he hits his F. During the jump phase, you can control characters' movement with directional buttons. They also changed the status during the jump from blue focus to golden focus, and that they noted that they hope that this addresses the issue with him being easily interrupted by uppercut slash after skill activation and jumping. I always try to take advantage of that. It was really fun while it lasted. Tarka G got a buff again. I guess they couldn't let go of their favorite child. The second stage dodge elbow strike now interrupts purple focus strikes, which sucks for me, that is. Damage multiplier has been increased for the fireball, and he now uses 8.5% instead of 9% rage to throw fireballs during his fireball ult. Moving on, they nerfed Valda. Like, come on. What is this? Changing the combo breaker from 4-second duration of the bubbles to 2.5? What is that? First, they take away Mermaid's Kiss. Like, okay, fine, I get it. Nobody does it anyway, but sure, get rid of it. But what is this? And then on top of that, they added a 3-second cooldown after throwing a water spear during the V2 ultimate, preventing consecutive spear throws. Okay, sure, but then make it easier to hit those if you have like Takeda or something, using his F, right? It's really hard to miss with his ghost. But then you have Valda, and it's like, yeah, you're just gonna tap dodge, no big deal. Like, come on. Anyway, Zai got a nerf as well. Um, Apparently, if you CC her when she is in Flame Ward, the Flame Ward will end. I did not see this, didn't have the chance to test it. They changed the focus level for the second hit of horizontal and vertical strikes from golden to purple focus, which is great. There was a big problem with her just spamming her life away with that. Honestly, I'm hoping that they kind of change it to blue at some point. Chain Link Suppress, when it's charged, can no longer knock people airborne. Wuchen got a little bit of an adjustment in which it's easier to place down his portals, so that's good. I'm glad that they, added that. After that, we got some weapon adjustments. They added a grappling button buffer during the execution of the uppercut slash move. So combining uppercut slash grappling blink strike with the katana or uppercut slash grappling and disseminator with the dual halberds is fascinating gameplay. However, the use of the grappling hook mid-combo was leading to combo failures more than we would like due to timing issues. To address this, we have introduced a grappling button buffer during the execution of the uppercut slash move, ensuring that you can perform the combo without grappling prematurely. So this basically means that they are adamantly supportive of the grappling hook combos. Knock yourselves out in learning them. On the other hand, they went and nerfed the stagger duration after hitting an enemy with the horizontal strike when sprinting on Katana. Staff has reduced the pursuing effect and camera turning of charge horizontal strike, and then Staff and Spear reduce the stagger duration when hitting enemies lying on the ground by crouch horizontal strike and slide horizontal strike. So these things here, these two, they're basically the same. And then moving down on dual blades, they slightly reduce the stagger duration with the charge vertical strike. The charge vertical strike for both first and second stage, their damage multiplier has been increased. Longsword was just an effect, so that is next. Greatsword reduced the stagger duration when hitting enemies that have been lying on the ground with a vertical strike immediately after a horizontal strike. They also adjusted the damage multiplier of Brutal Tide from, well, you see that. It's the same deal with Polesword. These two things are exactly the same. After that, dual halberds charge vertical strike first and second stage damage multiplier was decreased. Honestly, I feel like the same should have been applied to the horizontal, but it is what it is. If we go down, so new hero badge stuff. We got Divine Treasures, Admirable Collection, and Steal the Show. And you have to unlock them by obtaining a certain number of extreme cosmetics. Okay, hello whales. And then a certain number of set collections, and then a certain amount of collection points. So, Julio. Then I got excited when I saw free training. I was like, oh my god, are we going to get to queue as a party? No, we don't. We really don't. We just got some adjustments to specialized training. I don't really want to go over them. You can pause if you want to read them. I'm going to keep going. If we keep scrolling, we got some Justice Chamber changes. There's a new position called Co-Leader. And then there's also contract quest stuff that has been added to Justice Chamber, where you gotta post and complete contracts to get rewards. The poster needs to party up with other Justice Chamber members to complete the quests. Each player can post up to 3 contracts per week. Justice Chamber members in the posters team also claim rewards once the quest is completed. So that's nice, more rewards. Cool, I like that. Each player can claim up to 5 rewards per week. The Justice Store also got an update. Players can team with outstanding potential players, those who are below 50 or haven't logged in the past 14 days in the Justice Chamber, or complete their contract quest to get journey coins. So we have a new currency. Each minute that you have played together grants you 1 journey coin. Like, yes, fantastic. Another currency to clog my inventory with. Anyway, here you can see what is in the Justice Store Journey section. Nothing outlandish. I guess it's good for newbies and whatever. Let's keep scrolling. So we have the Mythic Treasure that's available now. Players are guaranteed to get at least one extreme when opening 100, and they will not be repeated until all of them are obtained. Legendary reward has the wishing mechanic on it, so if you get an extreme, you can choose your next legendary that you pull. New packs, TLDR, Viperning has her entire 2B pack with everything for 2600 gold. Wuchen has his 9S pack, which is 3200 gold. It's a little bit more expensive because he has the accessory NieR camouflage goggles separate. I mean, that's what people were saying at least. We have some new discounts. I'm not going to read them to you. Then we have discounts ending and a rotation sale of cosmetics. The Spectral Silk Store got a bit of an update. Mythic Treasure, as usual, the seasonal treasures are always there. You can get 6 of them, one every 24 hours for 3600 silk. Viper, Wuchen, they both got a new gesture called Social. Valda got a new accessory. Viper got the 2P hairstyle, all for varying amounts of silk. After that, we got we got one bug fix for Tarka G, and then other bugs. So yeah, that is the basics of these patch notes. I do hope that me reading them aloud to you made things a little bit more bearable. I know they're pretty lengthy. And yeah, that's all from me for today. I hope you guys have a lovely time in the new patch. I hope you enjoy Tessa. Her voice lines are extremely suspicious. They're great. You'll love them. I mean, seriously, the first time I heard her say this.
Do I need to beg?
The first time I heard this, we were just gonna, do 0 bands, and I had to go sit on the wall for like half a minute to be like, this is fine. This is where it's at now. And then, when I was repairing my armor, she went and just.
Oh, always use protection.
She just went. I love the lines she has. She's fantastic. Anyway, that is all. Goodbye. Take care. Bye 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 bye. Bye.
No strings attached. Promise.